Welcome to this really gentle flow that's perfect to do before you go to sleep. I've got a little cushion or a pillow near me just to add a little bit more support where I might want it. When you're ready, we're going to start in a wide child's pose. So come more towards the back of your mat, have your big toes together and bring the knees just as wide as feels comfortable for you. And then pad those hands forward. And if you want, you could take that cushion or pillow and place it under your torso to give you a little bit more support and comfort here. We're going to start this practice by taking some focused breaths. So when you are ready, inhale in through the nose. Exhale out through the nose or the mouth, whatever feels comfortable for you. Take another inhale in through the nose. Big, deep inhale. And as you exhale, we just make the exhale long and smooth. And one more time, inhaling in through the nose. Exhaling long and smooth. You can slowly pad your hands now to the left side of the mat, or perhaps they come off the mat and the left hand sits on top of the right. Taking a lovely stretch through the left side of the body. Whatever feels good here is where you should be moving to. Take one more breath here before we walk our hands slowly back into the midline of the mat and then over to the left. Again, left side of the mat, or perhaps they come off the mat and the right hand slots on top of the left and you sink your torso back down. Stretching through the right side of the body. As we slowly walk our hands forward and ground into those hands to draw yourself up into a 4-point kneeling. If you've taken wide child's pose, you'll need to bring those knees just underneath your hips. Ground into all 10 fingers. As you inhale and lift your chest, drop your belly, lift your tailbone up and take an inhale here in your cow. We exhale round through that spine really slowly and steadily, drawing the navel in, chin tucks into chest. And again, inhaling as you lift your chest and drop your belly, finding your cow pose. Exhale, you round through the spine, your chin tucks in, your navel sucks in. One more time, inhaling into your cow. And exhaling into your cat. And then coming and finding a 4-point kneeling position again. Simply pad those hands forward a little bit. So this time I'm keeping my hips over my knees and I'm coming into a puppy pose. Once again, you could grab that pillow or cushion and place it here across underneath your torso. You sink your chest down, maybe your forehead reaches the mat. And some of you may want to bring your arms into a shark fin. So the forearms come all the way down. You bring your hands into prayer, resting on your elbows now. And then draw those hands over your head so they find between your shoulder blades. Whatever variation you take of puppy is your choice. Just slowing down the breath. And taking one more breath here. As we bring our hands back underneath our shoulders. Ground into that left hand. Just open up and reach up towards the sky with the right arm. Thread that right arm now behind the left wrist. Really slowly drawing the right ear down towards the mat. And we're coming into threaded needle pose. So your left hand is like a kickstand by your face and you can keep it exactly there. Or perhaps some of you will want to reach forward with that left hand and take a beautiful stretch through the left shoulder. Some of you may want to bring that left hand off behind you and it could find your lower back, or it could even find the crease of your right thigh. Whatever suits you, just take a breath here. And when you are ready, that left hand needs to come back by your face, and we're going to ground into that left hand as we draw ourselves back up into a 4-point kneeling. Take all of that on the other side, so grounding into the right side now. The left side is going to reach up, and then the left hand threads behind the right wrist as you draw your left ear down towards the mat. You can stay exactly as you are here. You could creep forward with that right arm, or it could swing behind you and find your lower back or the crease of your left thigh. Just slowly taking a breath. Before you bring the right hand back by your face, you draw the left hand back through, finding a 4-point kneeling. From here, just bring the hips to one side and swing those legs around so they're long on the mat. Toes pointing upwards towards the ceiling. I'm going to have my hands just either side of my knees. And again, that cushion could come underneath your knees and you could take a lovely bent knee variation here. Slowly, with a really elongated spine, just pad those fingertips forward. Maybe you keep your spine straight to start with and you head your nose over your toes. You take a breath here. And then perhaps with your next exhale, you just allow the spine to round exactly as it wants to round, and your head comes down more towards your knee area. Sinking a little deeper now into your deep forward fold. Allowing the body to release. With each exhale that you take, you just allow it to release just that little bit more. And then this is our last exhale here. When you find it, just slowly walk your hands back up. And bend those legs. We're going to make our way down to lying on the mat. You could engage your core and roll down, or you could simply bring yourself onto your side and lower yourself down slowly. When we find ourselves on the mat, if you can, bring the soles of your feet together and allow your knees to simply gently fold out to the side. You may want to pop a block or 2 cushions underneath them there to find that little bit of comfort that you want. And you're in your Supta Baddha Konasana. You could bring one hand to your belly and the other hand to your chest. And just allow yourself now to feel what happens in your body as you're breathing. So as you're inhaling, the belly is expanding and the chest is expanding. And as you exhale, the belly and the chest release. Just take that in again, just really noticing what happens in your body as you take that inhale. Everything expands. And as you exhale, everything releases. And you can stay with your legs in Supta Baddha Konasana if you want to, or you could stretch out those legs into a classic Shavasana, or any bent leg variation that you want to take. And we're going to finish this practice by just closing down the eyes and taking a few guided breaths where I extend your exhale to a count of 6 and the inhale is a count of 3. Let's all exhale now to synchronize our breath. And then take a big inhale in through your nose for 3, 2, 1. Pause at the top of the breath. Exhale 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale 3, 2, 1. Pause at the top of the breath. Exhale 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale 3, 2, 1. Pause at the top of the breath. Exhale 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale 3, 2, 1. Pause at the top of the breath. Exhale 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release that breath practice now. And I wish you a very restful night of sleep. Namaste.